Nothing better than a nice quiet morning with no jackhammers in the background to work on a car, huh?
Right when you showed up too.
Think we should Microsquirt another Volvo, Ross?
Might as well.
Here's one. I forgot about the rain can collection.
Yeah,
We gotta keep stacking it up. This is like beer to us now.
pretty much.
Somebody was like, I miss the old days of you guys drinking Colorado Kool-Aids. I was like, dude, we work on cars at 9 in the morning. Even we're not that relentless.
Yeah.
It is cold though. Remember when we had a shop?
Yeah. Never got to use the heater in that.
That was nice.
Rip.
Yeah, we did. I drove the wagon in the snow.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Well,
Never mind.
here we are outside. I got
Again.
2 coats on.
Oh.
I think I'm wearing 2 coats. Trying to stay warm when this is really cold. So if you're watching this video because you want to learn how to put a Microsquirt in something, sorry you had to see that.
Yep.
We are going to teach you how to do that though. And I'm going to turn the old camera on the Civic here so we can explain all of the stuff we got going on. Alright, obviously we're in a not controlled lighting space, so sorry it kind of sucks. Alright, this is just general wiring stuff. Ross has every fuse you could ever imagine, including the elusive 3 amp
In there.
which is a weird thing that Microsquirt recommends. We build these things following to a T the wiring diagrams you can find on the website. We're doing a Microsquirt once again because they're cheap and easy. So I'll put the diagram on the screen right here. And the idea ultimately was to make this super budget friendly but also super intuitive since we're planning on selling the car. Both Ross's wagon and my wagon, all of the power wires that go back to the fuse block are red. Which we understand because we built it, but if somebody else had to work on it, they would probably be really upset. So, well, this one's bendy. This is a good thing we don't need all of them. So what I did is I went on Amazon, I ordered a trailer wiring kit in 12 gauge. So we have a bunch of different colored wires.
Perp.
Here's Perp, my favorite. That way we can, make it intuitive and every wire has its own color, or every power wire. Usually we'll run an AEM, but considering this isn't an A car, we don't necessarily need the gauge to be visible. We just need O2 readings. We're running the Spartan 2 wideband controller with the Bosch. It's LSU 4.9, right? Oh, it came with an inline fuse holder even? Wow.
Oh, I didn't even see that.
Thanks 14.7.com.
Oh, this is the TPS.
All right. We got Volvos don't have a potentiometer based TPS, so
Well, they do.
These ones don't.
Yeah.
But Volvo 850s do, and that's what this is. And we're actually waiting on one more part from Josh over at Yoshi Fab. It's a TPS adapter to run that 850 TPS on a red block throttle body. We got a GM inlet air temp sensor right there, open element with the pigtail, and then a GM 4-bar map sensor pigtail. And if you were to guess that there's a GM 4-bar map sensor in there, 3-bar. Right.
That's the one I actually replaced off the gold wagon that I didn't need to, so...
Oh, yeah.
So
this is the real GM one.
Yeah, that's
so you're running the fake one from Amazon on the wagon. And the non-boosted car gets the good one.
Yep.
Alright, that works for me. Ross brought these crusty relays, but
Yeah,
we ain't doing that, as you can see. Oh!
they were good.
Hey, thanks Jackhammer people for slowing down for that whole segment there.
Yeah.
So Ross has the Microsquirt harness. Fed through the firewall. This is where the factory harness goes through. A lot of these wires are not going to be used, so we're going to pull some of them back out, and we're going to find a place to tuck them up nicely, and then we're basically going to put the whole ECU and the relays and the fuse block right here where the factory ECU is. So obviously that's coming out. And then I think the only thing we have to figure out here is one of these wires is for the fuel pump. So we just have to, get some charge going through it first of all, and then just pin everything out to find out which one of these wires is the fuel pump. Then we put our signal wire from the Microsquirt to that, and it'll be powering the factory fuel pumps just like Ross's Wagon. Oh yeah, I think that's my favorite meme. Not the running 42 pounds of boost through 800cc injectors on a stock engine, but the fact that your stock fuel system is keeping up with that.
Yeah.
I always forget about that. And they're like, what pump is it? I'm like, oh yeah, it's the stock in-tank and under-car one just running together. And people are like, that's stupid. And I was like,
it works.
It works, don't it? So it should definitely be plentiful for running that guy. So, what do you say? Should we squirt?
Yeah.
Alright, you know what, Ross? I'm thinking I like your enthusiasm of putting the wires through, but picking out each wire that we need and then pulling it all back through just the ones we don't need is going to be kind of hard. So I think we might have to just go ahead and pull them all out.
Good thing it's easy. It's literally right there.
Which begs the question, why did I put the camera right there?
Oh!
I'm going to try and see how many of these I remember off the dome, but I'm going to show you how few wires you actually need to do a Microsquirt. And I know for sure we need pink because that's a wideband, but that's actually going to stay in the car. But we'll pull that guy out of there. Obviously we need all the black ones because those are grounds. Boop. That's the solid black ones, by the way. And the beautiful part, if you're looking into doing a Microsquirt and you've never done it before, see if you can get close enough to see, but each one of the wires, like every 6 or 3 inches or something, is labeled for what it is, which is a really fantastic thing. So we'll be running both injector banks. So that's one right there, our green guy. And I'm gonna try to keep them somewhat reasonable. I wish it said the pin number on them too. That would be really nice, but unfortunately it does not. I think injector bank 1 is blue, right? I think. TPS signal is blue, but we do need that. And then flex fuel.
I've got flex on them.
That's cool, but it would be really funny to put launch control on this NA car with a full exhaust. It's just wah-ba beep boop 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 boop.
Alright, we're recording apparently.
This is interesting. You do. So
Are those the VR?
there's 2.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that one says VR, and so this one should say. There's one that says. Oh! I remember. Yeah, there it is. Okay, so opt-in 1 is gray and red. That's one of the pins we need, and then gray and black is the other pin that we need.
Neat.
So that's a bit of a, if you're watching this and you're doing a Volvo or anything else that has like a VR signal sending from the crank wheel or whatever, or the flex plate, I guess, on automatics.
Yeah.
You use this guy. You use the shielded VR housings, and there is actually 2. And apparently Volvos have 2 hall sensors. So I mean, you could technically probably run one of these.
Nah, we just have the other one taped off in the wagon. It doesn't go anywhere.
Oh, but you could do it though.
I suppose you could, like if you wanted to run instead of batch fire injection.
Right. All right. What else do we need? We need fuel pump.
Like actual multi-port or individual injection. I don't know what that's supposed to mean.
But we do want this one too. Sensor ground.
What's cool about Volvos is from the factory, they're batch fire injectors and they use valve timing to actually allow gas in. So,
if you're a little bit confused about, like, a really good way to look at how a Microsquirt works is effectively the Microsquirt is your ground side and you're running power directly to all the injectors, all the sensors and everything have power to them constantly. Don't mind us. Oh no, come on through. No, go for it.
That's fine.
We're not educating the people here or anything. Oh god, there's another one coming here. What happens, the way it makes things work is the ECU uses the wire that's the ground side to ground it selectively. It chooses when to use. I guess that's how any wiring or like ECU works, but it grounds it, and that's how it controls when it's firing. So all of these are your grounds effectively. So we pull out all the wiring we don't need, zip tie it all together, and pull it as far back as we could, basically to the tuning port points. This is all we need. I want to hold that. And then I'm just going to tuck this back in, like basically where it's rolled, throw some electrical tape around it. Then we're going to feed this back through here, and then a couple of these, the fuel pump and the wideband one, need to stay in the cabin. And then we gut, and then we'll, I guess we got to go get a drill bit.
Yeah.
So we can solder this out.
Yeah.
Unless we just want to map the wiring today and basically call it good.
Well, yeah, we might do that because we still need to go and get connectors, and I need to find a idle control valve. Hopefully one that's good, because you know they go bad.
Right. Yeah. Okay. It would be nice if the intake manifold was on in that case.
And everything, so
it's gonna be big fancy.
Yeah, I want it to look decent for the next person, so they're like, oh wow, this is factory injection, I can't believe it works, and I'm like, psych. No, it's
actually it's a full standalone. boost it. But yeah, so I'm down with that. So what we can do is we can decide what colors are going to do what, and then we can like tape the wires together at the end where they're going to be going to actual connectors, and then run them in conjunction back through this guy, and then we could even back wrap them and leave a couple feet of wire so we can, or we can just wait till we actually have everything in place. But yeah, so let's do that. So you want to hand me the electrical tape? Damn, first try, right into the hole.
That's the one good thing about, well, I should probably take this shielding off so you can get it in there more.
Alright, like we said, nice wiring harness this time.
Yes.
So we're going to tuck that behind the cylinder head.
Something like that. Yeah. Give or take.
And yeah, factory wire harness placement. That's actually like perfect.
Yeah.
Alright, so injector bank 1 and bank 2 are blue and green on the Microsquirt harness, so we'll be using blue and green for the power on those. That makes that simple enough. Why you gotta do me like that? When I call you, don't call me back.
It's green and blue.
I thought so.
So we probably want the green one going to 1 and 2. And this one going to 3 and 4.
Yeah, I say we just leave them full length right now and we just send all the power wires in.
Just kidding.
You fight me. Custer. Have you watched Crip Mac, dude? Oh my god.
Sorry, I'm uncultured.
Alright, you ready for some ish?
Yeah.
There you go. All of that needs to be there.
Great.
A couple days, but we back. We were here Monday, right?
Yeah.
All right. Ross don't want a lot for Christmas. Underneath it shows what he really needs is an LS that won't kill more turbos. Oh.
Yeah, so
Ross's LS ain't another turbo.
Yeah, that was my technical difficulty. It yeeted. So
if you're not following Ross on Instagram, he posts about that thing way more than I do.
Not really, actually.
Alright, never mind. I also wrote an article about it for LS1 Tech, so go check that out. Give them some clicks so they like me and keep paying me to write so I don't have to have a real job. James Pumphrey's catchphrase was, once in their podcast. I'm just throwing a bunch of sketty at the wall. And the elusive Bosch 0227100124 coil driver module.
Ah, yes.
So that is the one downside to a Microsquirt, is you can't internally drive 12 volts to a coil. It only does 5. So you need something to turn that 5 volt into 12 for the coil. Luckily, Volvos come with these stock. Just not that one.
Yeah, not that one.
This one doesn't, but 740s and 940s do. And my 740's on MS2. Ross's car over there has one of these, but mine's an actual full-blown Microsquirt with an internal coil driver, so I don't need this. Unless you've got a really good extension cord and a really good soldering iron setup, go to Home Depot and buy one of these beauty-powered ones for $30. It's sick.
Yeah.
It comes with 3 tips. They're all pre-tinned. 4 tips, sorry. And then this is a shield for, you could use it for like heat shrink, which is really rad. And you bought a torch too, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
So we don't even need that. But these are sick. Somebody borrowed my last one and it disappeared. So this is how we do it. That's as close as I'm letting you get to the solder joint. We're using that lead-free solder, so I'm inhaling healthy things, but you know it's not spreading out that well, and I didn't have any plug things. But it's soldered, that's all we really care about. But all of the fuses go into one spot on the relay. So we've done this for every Microsquirt and Microsquirt build. We just run every side. We use the same one every time. This hella waterproof fuse block, and then just all the way up the side, and that goes into the relay. And then we don't even end up using all of those, but if you wanted to use the last 3 or 2 or whatever left over for some lights or some shit that switch on with the Microsquirt, you could. We're going to the best place in the world. Yeah! In an effort to make sure Rob Dom stays friends with me, we got some big heat shrink tubing so we can make this harness OEM plus. Ross is harvesting some injector plugs from my Wagon's original harness.
He grew them himself in his garden.
This honestly looks nice, dude.
It's way nicer than my car.
That doesn't take much.
You're right.
Alright, so here's what I like to do. We got these uninsulated boys. I like to fold it over, roll and fold, so it's nice and tight. As you can see, I'm a wiring god. I take this very seriously. So EV1 plugs like this, it doesn't matter which one's which. Just gotta make sure you stay crimping. Cause I'm a crimp. Crimp mag. Custard. Ooh! Open your mouth. Make sure you burn it.
This heat shrink not working.
Yeah, you're gonna need to get the white stuff out. So in the wiring diagram, it shows that you need a sensor ground going to your wideband controller. You don't. You can run just a regular ground. That's what we've done on all of our builds. You can run it as a ground in the Microsquirt, but as long as you put the power to the switch 12 with the Microsquirt, any ground will work. So you can still just run power from the same power source as the Microsquirt, which is why it's on the fuse block, and it'll turn on like normal. You do not need to ground it to the Microsquirt. Top tip. Why am I always crouching in Volvos? Soldering iron, burn my speed. Update, like we said, we're trying to make this harness presentable. So those are, I know it doesn't look good right now, but that's all the injector stuff. So we've got everything wrapped, heat shrink tubing. This stuff comes up to the TPS, which is right there out of that heat shrink, and we're only gonna need about that much. So that'll be cleaned up nicely. And then these two are for our hall sensor, and these two are for our IAT. So we're going to heat shrink all these together to about here, and then wire in the IAT stuff, and then we can get more heat shrink on there when we do that. So this is all cleaned up on its own. And then we're gonna do a big piece of heat shrink on all the injector wiring in the grounds up to like here, just like the stock harness has, and this is gonna run through the intake manifold just like the stock harness. It's all gonna be very neat and nice. The only reason we didn't do this on Ross's harness or mine when we first did it was because I was like, I want to make sure everything works first. But this time, knock on that wood though, I'm confident in what I'm doing, and it's just going to work, and we're not going to have to cut all this heat shrink tubing and electrical tape out of here and start over, I hope.
Yeah.
All right, see that? OEM plus.
Yeah, something like that.
I may have made this too long. It's okay, we can give her a honk down on there. I think that looks pretty passable.
Yeah.
Take the two grounds, make them one. Boom. You crimp this, and we're gonna put it on this bolt on the fuel rail right here. Make sure it's sufficiently squished. There you go. That's like 90% of the harness. On this end anyway. Oh, it's too early and cold for this, dude. I thought just waking up early was bad. I almost got a hot drink this time, but we gotta keep filling the rain bucket. I don't know if they've seen the rain bucket actually.
It looks like it's bad.
It kinda is, if I'm honest with you. We gonna have kidney stones, what up? Ross, did you bring the distributor?
No.
Did you bring self-tappers?
No.
What was that other thing I asked about but you didn't do?
Piece of wood.
Piece of wood. Alright.
About half the wood. Not that kind of wood. You know what I'm
Piece
saying?
of wood. So we're gonna pull the ECU out, and it looks like it's on a piece of wood or like fiberboard or something.
We're gonna find
These
out.
LE 2.0 cars, man, I ain't got no knowledge.
No.
So, but if it's already on a piece of board, then we can just use that and try and make it, you know, presentable, and we can run all the wires, all the fuses and everything.
Yeah.
And then what else? We still don't have TPS.
We need to go to a junkyard and get a harness.
What
For
time
the
is it?
TPS.
8:30.
I don't think they open until 9.
I was gonna say, if we get a decent amount of the wiring stuff done, we could do that today.
Yeah.
And just go ourselves a TPS.
Might as well go get a few. Because there's plenty of 850s in the yard. But,
Well, we just need the plug.
yeah. But we can go get a few since I have a feeling this probably won't be the last time we make one of these.
That's a fair point. Alright, well, let's start there and see. I gotta be out of here by like noon. Relatively hard today, but
That's fine. I work on the Mercedes. What do you need? A Phillips?
yeah, Felipe. Look at all that spaghetti in there. Here, you wanna hold this lens cap?
Yeah.
Oh wait, we'll just put it here.
Oh, good call.
That way it doesn't get lost.
Lose weight, they said.
I can't see anything. The deeps. The voltage of power tools is just getting kind of unruly.
40 volt.
Dude, they had some crazy Milwaukee deals for Black Friday, and I was like, I gotta stay the hell up out of there. I already spent way too much money. Shout out my Rocket channel, dude. When it hits 10,000 subscribers, I'm giving away a Rocket kit, so.
Ooh, I want one.
And Jacob bought one, dude. You might as well get into another expensive hobby. Why not?
Yeah.
You should start playing the guitar more too.
I have actually.
Good, dude. Cars, guitars, and rockets.
Oh, and the bang bang chitty chitties, you know what I'm saying?
Nobody does better than Taylor, though. Taylor does big rockets. He also plays drums, which is significantly more expensive guitars in a lot of ways. And he also has an actual stage rally car, so that he paid for himself. Should we get a nice piece of laminated hardwood for the, keep it real classy? Ah, gear wrench. Anvil. Only the highest quality things. That's actually not terrible for a Home Depot price.
Yeah.
I mean, it's probably just like buying Harbor Freight stuff. But
Gear wrench is pretty good.
Is it?
Yeah. I don't know who owns them.
The ratchets don't look terrible.
Yeah.
No, like the Harbor Freight ones, they just, if you try and break away more than like 8 pounds, you torque. Ooh, they still got Black Friday deals sitting out.
Ooh, we got
problems.
keep going. We got keep
it moving, keep it moving.
The smaller package.
2 inches? It seems insane.
Well, I used 1.25" on my Volvo, and they barely even reached the firewall.
To the map sensor?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, I guess that thing's pretty big. It's just slightly concerning. It's like
We'll make sure we miss the heater core. It's fine. Put coat
okay.
hangers in on the other side.
What else do we need those for?
Well, we also need screws to mount the wood to whatever.
We can use the ones that are already there. I saved them all.
Are they going to be long enough to mount the wood, though? Because usually, I think even if we got like a 1/2 inch, I think those screws are only 1/2 inch long.
Dude, only a 1/2 inch. They probably got like little sheets of laminate plywood. If not, we can go to Hobby Lobby because it's right there.
Yeah.
And that's like $3. We'll go see what they have here.
I want to find a smaller package though first.
ICM in with those. Those are gonna be too long. We're gonna go through the fender well.
ICM.
Ignition control module.
Oh yeah. I'm pretty sure I use 1.25" still, and they don't even poke through where the wheel is on the wagon.
I guess we'll find out.
It's fine.
Alright. Let's see what they got for
We
small.
may just have to use this.
Where's the small wood at?
Right here.
I just wanted to see some gloves because I want my hands to be warm when we're working on stuff in the cold. You know, because we don't have a shop anymore. But,
I think it's in the next one.
well, you lied to me, Home Depot. Those aren't gonna fit my big man hands. Clearing stuff. Let's get some Milwaukee things back here, huh?
Right?
Hand protector. Copper fit. Protect your hands from unclean surfaces? What a weird marketing campaign.
Oh. Alright. I know they have the gloves.
Copper technology, antimicrobial. Why does this company advertise copper like they just invented it and it's just cure-all for everything? No matter what your issue is, Copper Fit is the solution. This is not an endorsed ad. In fact, I'm mocking them. Now I'm overstimulated. I don't know what to do. These ones are like 3 bones.
Palm leather.
These look like welding gloves. Yeah, you're right. What about goat skin?
Goat?
I don't know about all that.
I mean, these are expensive, but they got like the knuckle buster savers.
That's a little extra. I'm not working that hard. We all know that. What about the Maxi Flex XL?
Is that gonna keep them warm?
Oh, this is the company that Rob Dom's car was at SEMA with in 2019. Shout out Rob Dom. You know, this small YouTuber, I figure I'd give him a shout out and help him out. Maybe you've heard of him.
Yeah.
This isn't even the right. I grabbed the one pair in that box. It isn't supposed to. It's not. This isn't it. This is the Maxi Flex. Oh, I kind of like these actually. Here. Hold this while I demo up. Shout out to everyone making my piece. Don't you dare touch that because that shit is big. Oh, weed. You know, I might be about this life, Ross. Look at that.
Nice.
Yeah, I can't wait to lose these. Oh.
Huh.
My new weirdly placed brand loyalty. Yo, those are actually kind of sick. Hold on. I was gonna put these in my pocket like there wasn't any left, you know, just in case I want to hold on to these. These are 10 ballers. Can you wash these? Or you just have to put them in your butt.
You can wash them, but you can't put them in the dryer.
That's nice.
Yo. Those out.
So some sort of medieval torture device to wear them both at the same time in this. Swagtron, swag to the max. So I got that good solder. You be huffing that good lead.
I like how it's more expensive.
Yeah, well, you know, you pay for the premium.
Yeah.
It honestly does work way, way better. And
Doesn't it have a lower melting point?
Yeah, it flows super easily and nice, but we're pretty much done soldering, so call me John Candy, because I'm Jim Belushi. What do you have it for?
I found it.
Yeah, if anybody wants to get me a Christmas present, you want to send me a Harbor Freight roofing torch to the P.O. box. That does still exist. I kind of forgot about it until yesterday when we were talking about P.O. box keys. I was like, oh, yeah, I have one of those.
Yeah.
That way I don't have to shovel snow. Just walk out there. Not a place you go when you're working on cars a whole lot.
No.
But hey.
They should have automotive stuff because this is hobbies. This is a Hobby Lobby.
It's the lobby where they have rocket stuff.
No.
It's all like Etsy stuff, but they do have it. Alright guys, we're going in. They don't like you filming in there, so I'm not going to take my camera in there. But I didn't say I'm not gonna film in here. Word up. There's always some sick garbage in these junkyards. I don't know why I just automatically assume every 940 is going to be a wagon. The turbo?
Well, no, I don't think so. Oh no, it was.
Yeah. Sure enough. Oh, it's got something I want. The coolant oil cooler.
I don't have any tools.
Yeah, I would need the lines too, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Where'd those go?
Fitting.
Oh, right. Man, I already have an oil cooler. I'm just gonna put mine on. You know what we need to do?
You also need this.
Yeah. Which I don't want to do again because we already did that on an engine once. You know what I need is a head gasket.
Got one of those.
Oh yeah. What I need is one in my car. Oh yeah, I gotta playing dumb, Ross, acting like you don't know where the TPS is. You can't pretend you haven't been in here to this car already. All the fuses are gone.
Salty, but it's still good.
I told you guys.
No.
Somebody pulled this whole 5-cylinder out and then just left it. Also, somebody left a beautiful set of DVDs. Is there brake parts cleaner in that brake parts cleaner can? Let's see. Could this be the score of a lifetime? No. So this is really for my reference because I'm going to forget by the time we do this again. But also, if you're doing a Volvo and you're using an 850 throttle position sensor, your diagram will lead you to believe that this middle one is the signal. It's not. The wiring colors are different if you're using 960, 940, TPS, 850, whatever. And you can even pull these plugs off of other components in the engine. It will work. All you need to know is that pin 3 is your signal. So it's from the top of the TPS, the one on the far left is your signal, and then power is in the middle, and then ground is on the right. Pin 1 is your ground, pin 3 is your signal, and the middle is your power. TPS, done. Map sensor, done. We didn't get a whole lot accomplished, but we did do some things we needed to do. We still gotta do up here the hall sensor. We put the Bosch distributor in there instead of the weird GM one they can't get anymore. That way, future owners of this car, if the distributor dies, the hall sensor dies, they can just buy a new one and plug it in. Not have to worry about that. And we gotta do coil driver, which is going right there. And then also all of the inside stuff, but we're not that far off.
No, we're closer.
So we can, if we actually just sit down and do that, we should be able to have it pretty much ready to give it a turn on test. And we can make sure it's sensing the ECU and it's powering up, bring the laptop over. We gotta get a battery.
Yeah, the junkyard didn't have the one we needed.
Yeah, the one by my house probably does. They have a lot more batteries. But we could also just go get, you know, the $60 Walmart one or whatever and have a brand new battery in here. But, yeah. See you guys next time.
Yep.
We got Ross's fuse collection out.
I added to it since last time.
Some 15s. That's fuel pump, lil pump. This is for our ignition. This one goes to various locations. Oh, cool uncle. Rise up. It's like having a kid, but without all the shitty parts, like having a kid. Can I see your knife? You claim to be a player, let me see your knife. I'm a fan of that idea.
Because I know it's not going to be there, so.
Because I know I ain't got oil pressure. Alright, so here we go, guys. I'm going to try and make this layout as intuitive as possible for the next owner. Alright, so this is why we solder everything to this side of the fuse block, because then all of that just goes to pin 87 on the fuel pump relay. And this is going to be the main relay. We're going to keep them close, but not make a big disaster. Something happened in here. What it is ain't exactly. Terminal and connector assortment. Stop, children, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going. Can you guys back me up with some street cred here? Josh. Ross was giving me mad eyes for rolling up listening to You Can Call Me Al by Paul Simon.
That's not true.
Then he called me a pansy and the B word.
That's definitely not true.
Alright, so this is soldered. I put the heat shrink over it. We just soldered this one. This solder joint looks a whole lot better than the one under the red heat shrink that's on the red wires, but we don't need to talk about that. It's cold out here, so soldering outside doesn't work that great, but Ross was holding these wires for me, so that went a lot better. I'm just going to plug these into the relays where they go and then slide this piece of heat shrink up over it. And then I think that's pretty much it for today. We got kind of a late start. We need to figure out a battery. Ross has to go to work. I got to go write some articles and DoorDash and stuff, so.
I think when we come back to this, we should get this over to a garage.
We got to move the rain collection, Ross.
I know.
We bought a battery.
It's crazy.
All right, well, you situate that. Oh, you want to grab that Sharpie?
Oh, yeah.
It's been in plastic.
I was chewing on it.
Oh! Oh! man's out here making a mess.
I drilled the first one and I was like, Ross, can I get sawdust on your table?
I was like, we're already here, I guess.
Listen, do you want this to be a professional install or not?
Using zip ties.
I'm sorry. Is that not good enough for your ass?
No.
You know what? I'm undoing all this wiring. You do it yourself.
Just rip it all off. Figure it out.
Now let's see who's King Squirt.
Not me.
Not me either, to be fair. Alright, so we've been doing some wiring poking to figure out. We found out that this is switch 12, which is what we need for the ECU, so that's perfect. We were also trying to figure out, because one of these had to have been the fuel pumps, because this was plugged in.
Yep.
That's that one. I don't know if you can hear the fuel pumps running. And then, so I was like, I wonder what this one does. And for some ungodly reason, the blower motor goes to the ECU one. It doesn't have AC either. Why? Why?
Also, it's on, like, all the time. That's off.
Wait. Automatic climate control.
This does not.
No, yeah, no, it can't.
Then what were we just
What does this do?
Alright.
Maybe that's just never, those are never supposed to, power each other.
Oh,
And it's just like, I don't know what to do. Here's a blower motor for you.
I'm surprised we didn't pop a fuse then.
Everything is wired. So, in theory, when Ross turns that key, the ECU should power on and prime the fuel pump for like 3 seconds.
Nope. Braden is tearing his hair out because he's like, I wired everything correctly.
Dude, you have no idea how close I was.
He was about to
just
lose
taking this
it.
tortuous fuel leak up here and being like, we're done. Ross
I
goes,
forgot that we needed to have
the
a
injector grounds need to be plugged in. I was like, Ross, it's not the injector grounds, it's the grounds for the entire system. Yeah, those need to do something.
So, yeah, we put our finger on it.
Yeah, go do that.
And, we'll wait till we get some silence, but I didn't do it.
Really?
Hold on a sec. Maybe I didn't turn the key hard enough. Ready?
Oh, there's some gas over here.
Yeah. Okay, so it works now, guys. So, yeah, Braden was about to lose his mind. It's a good thing I shut that camera
Your
off.
boy almost snapped.
Because I was like, we definitely did everything correctly.
Dude, I was about to lose it. No shot, I'm tearing all this apart and trying again. Good Lord. Alright. Well,
Okay, so it works, but some people have to go to work, so it does power on. We do need to finish a wide man. We do need
such a long video.
Oh, that lighting sucks. But yeah, so this video is like gonna be like an hour long, and you guys get to see.
It's gotta be like, what, 2 weeks in the making?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a lot of footage. I think I put it in with what I've got already. It was already like 40 minutes uncut. So usually that comes out to be like 15 to 20. So this will probably be like a 45-minute video.
Yeah, but stuff's working now, so we just need to
You know what I want to do?
button some stuff up. But what do you gotta do?
I'm gonna do some wire tuck real quick. Just get this stuff where it's gonna be.
Mm-hmm.
You got another zip tie for me?
Yeah.
Grass is shiny now.
Yeah, I saw that. I see now all the scratches.
Yeah. Yeah, these really got accentuated. Yeah. I also took offense because I was like, yeah, new GoPro. Hold on.
Oh. Go all the way
And
up.
I was like, what do you guys think of the Hero 10? This guy's like, this footage looks great, way crisper than your other ones. I was like, No. You hurt my feelings. This camera costs way more. Let me feel justified in its purchase. And here's something you can't do with the GoPro. Film in the wind. And it's windy and cold today. It's not as cold as it's been though. It's almost 50 degrees. We got a heat wave. Yeah, so we think one of these wires in this bundle is the starter signal wire.
I want to say it's this one.
So we're just gonna put battery in it, and then Ross is gonna go fandango the key while I start poking stuff with a multimeter, and we'll see if we can get me electrocuted.
It could also be this one, but the spade end is still on the starter. So.
Hey, that was pretty. Beers.
Morning beers. What's the energy drink that has alcohol in it? It's not Four Loko.
Four Loko used to.
Yeah.
Or it used to have energy drink. No, it doesn't. Now it's just alcohol.
Yeah.
I don't think you're allowed to make caffeinated alcohol anymore.
I think it's Sparks.
Is that still a thing?
I think so.
Jesus, that's insane.
It's not a lot of caffeine. It's like as much as a Diet Coke, but...
Man, I wish I still had my coat. Hey.
Gotta make sure it's in Neutralis.
Isn't that like an ED pill?
Neutralis?
Yeah.
I thought that was Cialis.
Oh, right. You would know. Alright, try it.
Anything?
No. Okay, let me try this. Oh, God. Go for it.
Anything?
No. Let me make sure I'm not, on the wrong thing again.
That's probably a good call.
Alright, we're good.
Oh, God.
Dude, what does any of this wiring do? Go for it.
Anything?
Nope. This has constant 12 up here.
Let me turn the ignition off.
It switched.
Switch 12.
Yeah. Bump the starter thing and see if it shuts off.
It's on start.
Nope, it stays on.
That's good. That's what you want.
I'ma keep on all my chains when I make love to you. So we should probably put some tape over that or something. This sucks. Alright, well, now that I've torn the entire inside apart, we found that it's one of these wires that somebody took a play out of our book for all this bad wiring and made half of them orange. But we did find that it's blue and yellow. I found the wiring diagram. And when I tested this wire earlier, it was because it was ending like this one with just a bunch of bare copper.
It was like this.
So that's why I didn't get any signal out of it.
It's this one.
Is that...
And this is it.
That's blue and yellow. They cut out a bunch of factory wire and slammed orange in the middle of it and then put 4 inches of the factory wire back on it.
Which, if you look at it, it's bad. Like, look at that. What made them think that was a good idea?
Dude, this is how it's going to be with the rabbit when we finally get around to that thing.
Oh my god, there's no fucking
dude, it
shielding.
goes down so far. How far will it go?
All of it. It has to be.
Jesus. This is my favorite part of microsquirting or mega squirting in an old car. You get to drive around in a Volvo from 1983 with somebody bleep in the passenger seat and people are like, what is going on in there? Look at that cute owl, dude.
Too bad they want to rip your face off.
Well, I'd let him, quite frankly.
Yeah, honestly.
Alright. I'm going to open my MSQ, since mine's a hall sensor as well.
Uh-huh.
And then,
I should probably make sure that nothing's going to get caught up in the fan or anything, you know?
yeah.
Any of that good stuff. Oh, yeah, we would've. Alright. Should be okay. I don't know. If you hear something bad, I would probably stop cranking it.
It's not gonna like trying to start with my main tune file, but
As long as we have signal. No problem.
so we were just taking the distributor apart because we couldn't get any crank signal. Let's see what's going on. If we could try and figure out maybe what wires do what. The fact that there's only 2 going in the distributor.
3.
Oh, there is all 3 going in there. At any rate, we figured out why we're not getting any sort of signal from any of these wires. That's the wire that's supposed to be attached to the distributor. And Ross pulled the cap off and it just was not connected to anything and just hanging out. So we're gonna go to the junkyard. We're gonna pull the distributor off a 240 that they have there. It's raining, so I'm probably not gonna film any of it. And we're gonna cut the pigtail too because that should be a shielded wire because it's LH 2.2, which is the same system that my distributor from my Wagon uses. So theoretically, if we need a reference point, mine's on the head, but the wiring should be similar. So we could go look at how we wired it up on my car. However, on my car we used the shielded wire from the Microsquirt.
Use the VR wire.
Yeah,
This has a VR wire.
it's got 2. I guess if it comes to that, it'll come to that. We'll worry about that later. It is midnight.
Yeah.
It's supposed to start snowing in a couple hours. So we're gonna move the wagon to Ross's garage, but Ross works nights, so we had to do it at midnight.
Yeah.
Dude, my Tesla video got someone from Inside EVs wrote an article about it, so it's gotten like 23,000 views today.
Dang.
So yeah, go subscribe to the new channel. It's like the one where I put a lot of effort into the production of stuff and make it look really professional and everything. Fun fact though, if you want to see how much you can do with a GoPro, all the slider footage and like all the smooth stuff shot in that one and my Sun Valley video on that channel were all just a GoPro on a stick, no gimbal. Pretty sick.
Oh.
Alright, let's do this. Yeah. Now that I think about it, we haven't really checked to see if all the lights work. Oh, we did, didn't we?
Yeah.
And all the turn signals and everything worked, except not the reverse lights, if I recall correctly.
Yeah.
Fun fact, we haven't yet tested to see if the brakes work, so I guess I'm gonna find out real quick. It's got receipts for new brakes like a couple years ago, so I'm sure they're fine. And we're off. Brakes work, pedal's a little soft, but the brakes haven't probably really been touched in a long time. Yeah, it's a little bit better now. Okay, so there's a lot of noise going on back there. I don't know what that is. It kind of sounds like something's wrapped around the axle. If you ever get in flat-toed, make sure you keep that rope tight, ladies and gentlemen. But this suspension feels awesome, and it does have brand new suspension on it from just a couple years ago. Saw it in the receipts. It came from IPD and everything. I'm pretty sure this is all correct. So if it's right, that will show us a number. I'm going to set this car on fire. This is where the lighting in the video degrades. We got an indoor kerosene heater. You guys just saw it snowing out there, and we ain't trying to play none of that. No. So, I can recommend one thing when you're installing a Microsquirt, or Microsquirt or anything. They do come with install guides. They're very basic install guides. Like not specific to any car or anything. Read them. Don't be all cocky and be like, I just did one of these not that long ago, even if you haven't. So we've rewired the Hall sensor like 4 times and we still get no crank signal. So right now we're noise light testing the Hall sensor itself. Because frankly at this point we don't know what we could have done wrong. No. But when we just tested it with the positive... Wait, so what does that mean? Where's the positive running?
Right now it's on the plus wire, and then we have it grounded, and then I put this, I had it on negative, and it wasn't flashing with the signal, but then when I put it on positive, we were getting voltage and it was flashing when we were cranking it. So
Wait, isn't that what the resistor wire does? So maybe we do need a 1K.
I don't know.
Or maybe we need 12 volts. Because then what you're doing effectively, right, is putting power to both of them when you put that together.
Yeah.
Which is...
This is all... So technically it's grounding out. That's what that meant.
Maybe we had the wiring right and we just need the hall sensor to be grounded.
Man's out here, destroyed 2 resistors, countless number of butt splices. I twisty taped some shit, and guess what?
Turns out when you power stuff, it needs a ground, I guess. So we definitely had a ground the first time, but I had it wired directly to the VR ground, which doesn't work with a hall sensor. So I was like, okay, well, it says leave VR minus, unplug. Right, yeah, which makes great sense.
It is.
Yeah.
It technically is unplugged. You can't see it in the camera because...
And remember how earlier I made that joke about, I guess I don't know anything about wiring, because I thought you needed to ground stuff, but turns out I guess not.
No.
You do.
You do need ground.
So check this out.
So we don't have the resistor in it right now.
Watch that RPM gauge. That doesn't look wrong yet.
No. Do we not need a resistor?
Should we put the 1K in just to be safe?
Is this?
I hate that there's still messy wiring in here and it's not ours. Also, I understand there's a lot going on like this. It's distracting. I promise you it looks pretty good. Ross just has to get the PCB line on. Then we gotta get the distributor, the distributor cap's on. We gotta move all the spark plug wires from the old cap. Coil is wired with the coil driver and the 1K pull-up resistor. The wiring's a mess in here again because we were trying to figure everything out, but we got it now. So all we need to do is Ross needs to put the PCB stuff back on. We gotta put a fuse in the fuel pump position because we had it out so it wouldn't prime the pump and spray gas everywhere while we were working on stuff. And then we try to start it, Ross.
See if it'll just at least bark.
I don't know what the timing needs to be at. Alright, Ross. I'm gonna set it on fixed timing, 10 degrees. That way we can get the fuel where we need it to be. But now it's time to see if my harness is doing what it needs to do. So far, TPS works. Hall sensor finally works. That's really the hard part. I don't know what we have for the coolant temp presets. I don't think it's 61.
Probably not. But there's also no coolant in it.
Alright, ignition settings. Fixed timing, 10 degrees. Burn. Required fuel is set. Fuel table. Right?
Just in case it backfires. It's definitely getting crank signal. We getting spark?
That's a good thing to check.
Hold on.
Let me crank, or let me...
I was gonna put them
Ross, you know what we didn't do? We didn't put a fuse in for the fuel pump.
Oh, you even said to do that! You even said!
Fixed timing, 10 degrees. We got fuel now.
Yay!
I love that there had to be a dead coil too, just because, fuck it.
The worst part is because I changed this one too.
I know that, yeah, that's the one that we're putting back in is the one that came on the car.
So I don't plug it in though.
That's 12 volt from the fuse block. This is the ignition out.
Oh, okay. Never mind. Ignition timing. So Yeah. It's, let me turn the distributor.
Okay. I don't know why that works, but I guess that's how I'll have to wire it. You know what we could do probably?
What?
Use that switch 12 wire that's at the dash. That way the coil's not on all the time.
Yeah.
I think it might be just because we were bottlenecking it through a relay.
Probably. Go for it. Hold on. Go for it. Alright, we're still backfiring. I'm not 180'd out.
I'm gonna put it on use table.
Hold on, let me advance this a tad touch more.
Come on, bitch, you're so close. What time do you have to work? 3?
I gotta balance this.
Come on, Volvo.
Oh, now I can't see it. I know you're in there. No, because it has a 1.5 gallons in it already.
A fresh gas?
Yeah, that I put in it. Yeah, we're definitely not timed on the distributor because that's way advanced.
Let me put it on fixed timing again.
Hold on, let me turn it some more. Try it again.
It works.
It works.
We did it! We finally get to shoot an outro for this video. This is like an hour or more probably at this point. It works. All the wiring works. We have to reevaluate that slightly sketchy situation right there. There's a 12 volt coming off of the factory wiring. It's switch 12, but it was reading full 12, not 10 like we had coming from our fuse block. So maybe we can use that. We can just run our own wire off of it and run it back around and make everything nice, but we just wanted to put that in and test it. It works. The car's gonna run. The gas smells like floor varnish. we got a few more things to do before it'll actually drive. We got to make sure the alternator's charging the battery. But overall, we did it again. We've Microsquirted another car, and it just shows to go ya. If people as stupid as me can do this, you can. So don't be afraid. If you want to Microsquirt your car, do it. Just carefully read the manual. Make sure you're doing everything by the wiring harness, so if something goes wrong, you can see where you did things wrong or try again or whatever. Like I just did with that. I tried to power it from our fuse block and it didn't want none of that, so when we gave it a full 12 volt, it started making spark. Go figure, right? So, oh dude, the Wagon's Microsquirted and functioning.
Yeah.
We got another manual Microsquirt car. Alright. Thank you guys very much for watching. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram, add me on Snapchat at BigB1011 if you're still even here. Follow Ross on Instagram at WeGotRoss. And if you want to see a picture of your car featured at the end of one of my videos, as a car of the video, send a picture of it to me at curseforeverhelp@gmail.com. We'll see you in the next one. Peace out.